You know that feeling when you wake up with an intention to do your best work and then the day eats the first hour alive? Meetings creep in, a message thread explodes, and by the time you find a quiet minute, your energy already slipped away. That single lost hour is not just a lost hour. It is the difference between a day that feels productive and a day that feels like treading water. This video will teach you a single integrated model you can use starting tomorrow to lock a high-quality, high-value hour into your day and actually get what matters done. No hacks about willpower or elaborate planning systems. Just one clean framework with 3 interlocking moves, practical scripts you can use in real time, a 2-week training plan, and the short science that makes this reliably work. I call it the Prime Hour Lock, and its 3 parts are seal, stage, and ship. Each is short, precise, and designed so the loop becomes automatic within days. The astonishing part is how small the actions are. Most days you will be doing a 10-second seal, a 2-minute stage, and a 1-line ship. Start using the loop and your best hour stops being a hope and becomes a built feature of your calendar. First, why this matters. Modern work is a contest between urgency and impact. The world rewards quick responses and noisy interruptions. But most important work demands long, undisturbed attention early in the day when cognitive energy is highest. Neuroscience shows that sustained focused work, especially on difficult tasks, maps to deeper levels of processing that produce high-value outcomes. Yet the initiation barrier is huge. Starting a high-focus block requires a small but consistent energy investment. The Prime Hour Lock is engineered to reduce that initiation cost and protect the hour from being hollowed out by friction. Step 1. Seal. 10 seconds. The seal is a minimal but unequivocal declaration that you are taking this next hour as prime time. It must be short and non-negotiable. Examples. Set your status to busy with a 2-word message. Flip your phone face down and put it in another room. Close or hide all non-essential browser tabs, or put a physical object on your desk that signals "do not disturb." The key is a visible boundary both to yourself and to others. Use one phrase, "Prime Hour now," and say it once aloud or in your head. The psychology of the seal is simple. It converts a fuzzy intention into a social and physical signal. Social signals matter because they create small external consequences for interrupting you. Physical signals matter because they constrain behavior. Do not skip the seal. It is the difference between a plan and a protected domain. Step 2. Stage 90-180 seconds. After the seal, you stage the hour. Staging is about removing cognitive friction and defining one crystal clear deliverable you will complete inside the hour. Do not frame the hour as work on Project X. Frame it as deliverable Y by hour end, and define what success looks like in one sentence. Then preload the environment, open the exact file, collect the 2 reference items you need, set an explicit timer for the work block, and write a single line at the top of your document that states the goal. The stage is where you convert thinking into setup. A good stage will take no more than 3 minutes and will decrease the chance of getting stuck within the hour. Examples. For writing, stage might be open document, create a title, drop 3 bullet subheadings, and set a 50-minute timer. For coding, stage might be open the repo, check out the branch, and run tests. For complex meetings, stage might mean prepare the opening slide with 3 points and list the decision you want. The small time spent staging returns enormous time during the hour because you eliminate decision friction and ambiguity. Step 3. Ship. Repeatable micro-deliveries. The ship phase is an ongoing micro-ritual you use during the hour. Break the hour into 3 to 6 micro-deliveries, each with a visible artifact. The ship principle is to produce small, shippable outputs every 10-20 minutes so the brain receives repeated feedback that progress is real. Examples of micro-deliverables: a paragraph, a tested function, a slide, a data chart, or a recorded 60-second summary. Each micro-delivery ends with a short external action. Save and timestamp the file, push a tiny commit, export a slide, or send a 3-line note to yourself. These externalized steps produce immediate low-cost reward pulses that keep motivation high and reduce the default urge to check notifications. When the hour ends, you will have a sequence of small ships that together equal a major outcome. The Loop Seal Stage Ship is the Prime Hour Lock. Now practical applications and scripts so you can use it right away. Scenario A. Deep writing. Seal. Say Prime Hour now. Set status to busy. Put phone in another room. Stage. Open the doc, write a title, list 3 subsection headings, set a 50-minute timer. Ship. Write the opening paragraph, save. Write the second paragraph, save. Write a 1-sentence conclusion, export. Then mark done and breathe. Scenario B, focused design work. Seal, put a sticky on monitor reading do not disturb and close messaging apps. Stage, open the design file, gather 2 images and the brand colors you need, set a 40-minute timer. Ship, create 1 layout variation, export a PNG, iterate for the second micro delivery, and write a 1-line comment to stakeholders. Scenario C, prep for a big conversation. Seal, set meeting to preparing on your calendar and don't open email. Stage, write the 3 outcomes you want from the conversation. Note the single question to open with. Rehearse the first sentence for 60 seconds. Ship, record a 5-line summary and schedule a 10-minute buffer after the meeting to note next steps. The science behind why this works is compact. First, the seal reduces the context switching tax by creating a physical and social boundary that biases your environment against interruptive behavior. Second, the stage reduces cognitive load by turning the problem into a well-scoped chunk, which aligns with how working memory functions. Fewer moving parts equals deeper processing. Third, the microship feedback uses variable reward schedules. The brain rewards completed actions, even small ones, so repeated micro-closures sustain attention. Put together, these moves reduce initiation friction, protect attention, and provide repeated evidence of progress, which builds momentum. To make the prime hour lock durable, adopt these 2 supporting systems. System A, pre-prime inventory. The evening before, list 3 candidate prime tasks for tomorrow and assign a prime score to each. Clarity of deliverable, expected impact, and feasibility in 1 hour. Choose the task with the highest combined score and put it first on your morning calendar. This removes morning indecision and biases your day toward impact. System B, the post-prime ritual. Always schedule a 5-minute post-prime review, capture the outcomes, note 1 lesson, and choose the next micro-action. This ritual closes the loop and prevents the hour from being eaten by admin tasks because you explicitly decide what happens next. A 2-week training plan to make the prime hour lock automatic. Week 1, for the first 7 days, pick 1 prime hour each morning and enact seal stage ship. Keep a 1-line note at day end, what you completed and how protected the hour felt. Aim for consistency over performance. If you miss, note why and adjust the seal or stage. Week 2, increase to 2 prime hours on 3 days and add the pre-prime inventory every evening. At day end of week 2, review. Count prime hours executed, microships completed, and subjective flow ratings. Expect your initiation cost to drop and the hours to become more productive. Common obstacles and fixes. Obstacle 1, my team constantly messages me. Use a social seal. Set an autoresponder for the hour that reads a short professional note. Heads down focus for the next hour. Urgent? Text with urgent in subject. This shifts social expectations quickly. Obstacle 2, I feel guilty refusing quick asks. Reframe the seal as generosity. You are creating higher value output that benefits others and reduces future urgent demands. Obstacle 3, I still procrastinate inside the prime hour. The fix is to shorten the initial stage. If your stage is taking more than 3 minutes, make the deliverable smaller until microships become reliable. Advanced variations for different rhythms. Variation A, the scattered day mode. If your schedule is fragmented, use a micro prime of 25 minutes with the same loop. Seal, 1 short visual cue. Stage, 1-line goal. Ship, 2 micro deliverables. Variation B, the team prime. Coordinate with a teammate to share prime hours simultaneously once per week. The joint seal becomes a team norm that reduces cross-requests and improves collective deep work. Variation C, the creative prime. For creative work, add a play microphase after the stage, 3 minutes of rapid low-quality ideation, then choose 1 idea to ship. This preserves divergent thinking while keeping focus. Measurement, simple metrics to track. Track prime hours executed per week, average microships per hour, and a subjective flow score after each prime hour on a 1-10 scale. These 3 metrics provide enough feedback to refine the stage and ship sizes without becoming a burden. The humane mindset to adopt. The prime hour lock is not about perfection or controlling every minute. It is about designing predictable windows where your highest value cognitive work can happen. Treat the seal as an act of stewardship, the stage as an act of kindness to your future self, and the ship as an act of accountability. Over time, the practice reduces friction, increases visible output, and makes your best hour a consistent source of progress rather than a rare anomaly. A short exercise you can do right now. Look at your schedule and pick the next 60-minute block that could be a prime hour. Spend 2 minutes now. Write the single deliverable in one sentence, set a visible seal, change status, put phone away, and set a timer. Stage, open the file and create a title or outline. Start your first microship. If you do that once today and again tomorrow, you will feel the difference. The last word is this: the world will always be noisy, but your days are not random. Locking one high-quality hour is the strategic lever that compounds into weeks of better outcomes. Use seal, stage, ship, protect your energy and attention, and you will consistently make progress on what matters.